It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Living Daily, episode 465, How to Live the Paperless Life by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome to the OLD podcast, the podcast where I get permission from authors of some of the best blogs on the planet and then read them to you all for free. Lately, that's been made possible by a couple of sponsors and also your help. Both have been crucial in keeping this podcast going, so thank you. And today I thank FreshBooks for helping all of us. FreshBooks is a cloud accounting company, which in other words lets you invoice people. You can track all of your business expenses or your personal expenses and more. And you can try out all of their features for free for a month without entering a credit card. Just come by freshbooks.com/living and enter Optimal Living Daily in the How Did You Hear About Us section. And today's post is a frequently asked question that I hear a lot about paper clutter. So let's hear Courtney's take on it as we optimize your life. How to Live the Paperless Life by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. The paper clutter struggle is real. We deal with paper on a daily basis, and many of us have been saving paper for decades. How do we get rid of the paper we have and stop the constant barrage of paper coming into our lives? Please keep in mind this isn't a little guide to the paper-free life. You will still need and or want some paper, but once you begin to live the paperless life, paper won't be clutter anymore. Phase 1. Get the paper out. Get rid of paper from the past. There are many ways to tackle paper clutter that's been building up, but I suggest choosing one of the following. Go all in. Turn on your favorite music or feel-good movie and move all of your paper into one room. Bring in the filing cabinets, the boxes of papers you've been saving just in case, the piles on your desk from your nightstand and the kitchen table. All of it. You might need snacks too because this may take a while. First, set aside anything you need to keep legally, like tax forms or important documents. Next, admit that you've been holding on to the rest because you wanted to. I'm not judging. I've been there. The question as you go through each piece of paper is, do you still want to? If the answer is no, put it in the shred or recycle pile. If the answer is yes, put it in the keep pile. Remove the shred or recycle pile from sight and revisit your keep pile. Go through each piece in this pile again and ask, do I want this and why? If your why doesn't make much sense to you, let it go. With your final pile of paper you are keeping, scan what you can and put the rest away. Nice and easy. This approach takes more time but is just as effective. Move all of your paper to one place and then commit to 15 minutes a day to work through the steps above. Phase 2. Keep the paper out. Shoot your receipts. Snap and store your receipts and business cards with Shoeboxed. When I get a new receipt, I use the Shoeboxed app. I snap a pic of the receipt, save it to Shoeboxed, and toss the receipt. Shoeboxed syncs with my accounting program and saves the data for tax season. Don't bring it in the house. When you get your mail, sort it outside by your recycling bin. Don't bring anything in that you don't need. Stop printing things. When I got rid of my house, office, desk, and printer, I mostly just stopped printing things. Most of the things we print are unnecessary. Try a 30-day printing ban and see what happens. Use Instagram. If you are frustrated because you take so many pictures with your phone and never do anything with them, instead of printing them, share them on Instagram. It's my favorite place to share images. If you share pictures of things that inspire your simple life, use the hashtags BeMoreWithLess and Simplicity Stories. I often share these photos on my own Instagram stream and the hashtags help me find yours. Say no more. Use catalog choice and read How to Stop Junk Mail. Be selective when sharing your mailing address. I haven't found a foolproof way to stop the junk mail, but it does not see the inside of my home. Go digital with banking and bills. Sign up for e-statements with your banks and check with your utility companies about receiving bills via email. Finally, deal with those photographs. Sort, toss the duplicates, bad images, and pictures of things you don't want, need, or remember. Scan or display the rest. They aren't doing any good stuffed in a box under your bed. Trade your Post-it notes for Evernote. While I still make lists on paper, Evernote is a solid platform I use to write notes, save files, and sync everything up between my phone and computer. Find one home to store your files. Once you are living the paperless life, you probably won't need filing cabinets anymore, but you do need a safe place to store your files. If you have items stored in different cloud applications and don't really know where things are, consider one safe place. I save everything in Dropbox. It's easy to use, I can use it on any device and share files without email. Journals. Extract your best ideas and let them go. I burned 2 years of journals on January 1st and felt relieved when I sent my thoughts into the universe. Celebrate your children. Instead of saving every report card and work of art they bring home from school, select a few pieces and display them on a wall of fame that rotates monthly, or create a meaningful collage. A digital photo book is a nice way to preserve those memories too. Make room for love. Parting with those old yearbooks, birthday cards, and love letters can be challenging. Save the thoughts, words, and memories that are meaningful to you, and then let go of the past to make room for love in the present and future. All paper isn't clutter, but most of it is. When you do your big paper sort, the question you'll likely be asking is, why did I save this for so long? Welcome to the paperless life. You just listened to the post titled How to Live the Paperless Life by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. Once again, please join me in thanking FreshBooks for helping to keep this podcast alive for both you and me. I use FreshBooks personally. My favorite tools of theirs is expense tracking because that's something I've been doing for 7 years for personal expenses, but their solution is much, much better than mine. And what I like about it is how simple it is to use and the fact that it's portable. The FreshBooks app lets you enter expenses on the go and take pictures of your receipts so you don't have to worry about carrying and losing them, just like we heard in the article today. It's a great way to keep organized, and then it connects to your account on the web, so if you're at home, you can enter expenses that way too. And there are also reports, and it's really easy to read. It's all super easy to categorize, very intuitive. You can figure it all out without instructions. And that's just one tool that FreshBooks offers. You can try all of them out for free for a month without entering a credit card, so no worries there. Just come by freshbooks.com/living to try it, and then when they ask how did you hear about us, enter Optimal Living Daily. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new author, another female author, which is nice. I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.